Grace and peace, everybody. We're back up in the building. Y'all, Umar Johnson is back at it again, causing drama. This lovely lady on the screen is Mary Ann. She's the producer of that movie that starred or featured Umar Johnson, of course. And man, her story with this man is kind of sad because she really was somebody who believed in him, somebody who supported him, someone who donated to him. Lo and behold, she ended up having to have a legal shootout with him, and he ended up paying her some bread. So let's let her tease it out. Let's go.
Good afternoon, family. It's Mary Ann. So the reason I wanted to come out to make this video, it's because I received a check as a settlement from Dr. Umar Johnson. During the week, I received an email, and the email was not claiming to sue me. It was from his attorney at Cleveland law firm. So they reached out. They wanted to have a dialogue. They wanted to give me a form of payment for my hardship that I dealt with Dr. Umar, for my donation, and then for my therapy. What I did say, I went to therapy in one of the videos, so they did their homework pretty thoroughly. They wanted to reimburse me for that. And he wanted to move forward and not have me make disparaging video about him anymore. Okay, so I'm sitting there, I'm like, disparaging video? I don't understand. Can you elaborate on that? Well, Miss Lorian, you're getting on your YouTube video, you're saying he's dating outside his race, which is factual. He doesn't date outside his race. I said, okay, so we're having a dialogue. Let me put some clarification. Well, we don't need, I said, you're going to allow me to speak, sir. You're going to allow me to have clarification. I said, first of all, I was gracious and I was kind. All I said on that YouTube video, he wanted a scene with a Caucasian woman. I said, but I took my phone because we were having the Zoom meeting on my laptop, on my Apple laptop. So I took my phone, I unblocked, and I sent a text, bleep, it went beep. I said, that beep you hear next to him, that's me texting him his own message, which is his acting number, his own message. I said, in that message, this is from Dr. Umar. He told me, Queen, this is how we're going to do this scene. I'm going to be bare-chested. This woman's going to have exposed breasts, and she's going to be pressing against my chest. I don't know if he thought I was doing a porn video, because we told him a feature film. But moving along.
At this point in the game, I hate to say it, but Mary Ann, I believe you, but I think in order for his audience to believe you, for the Umar Johnson sycophants, I almost got to say that you need to start showing these receipts. You need to start showing these text messages. You can redact the phone numbers or make them blurred out or a little less obvious. But at this point in the game, you need to start showing it because these people still ain't going to believe you. I do believe you, but you might need to go ahead and start doing it. That's just my little 2 cents.
They're like, well, we don't need, I said, well, I'm going to finish. Whether you want to hear it or not, I'm going to finish. I said, that's what he wanted. And then the scene, I'm going to break it down to you, family. The scene was for him to go, he came to his senses because he had a moment of weakness. This is him typing all this garbage to me. He came to his weakness because he had a moment of weakness. And he's going to go, no, I am a Pan-African leader. I can't stoop to this level. Black Queen forever, Snow Bunny never, and I'm going to throw her off the bed. This is what he wanted to incorporate in the movie. And I said, no, we're not doing that. And I told you guys in the video, I regret it. What would I give to have these footage of this woman breast implanted in his chest? I would have loved it. Okay, so I said I was gracious, but since you're telling me I'm making disparaging video, I'm telling you how the video was made, and then this was his requirement. And then they're like, well, okay, we're not really going to go into detail. I said, you want to have a conversation, we're going to go into detail. We're going to go into detail, sir. He's like, okay, Miss Marianne, Miss Lauren, can you calm down? I said, I'm calm. I said, I'm an African-American woman. A woman's nature is emotional. I'm a passionate person. I'm calm, I'm collective. No one is irate, and no one's angry. So, and then they're like, well, also, we're going to start with the film. They must have watched that film at least once or twice. They were on point with everything. So they were going blow to blow to tell me, we're going to compensate you for the time when Jermaine Jackson, so they call him by his film name, not by Dr. Umar, when Jermaine Jackson arrived in the home to comfort Rebecca after the loss of her son. So this is the scene on the couch. So I'm sitting here, I'm listening, I'm like, okay. They're like, so we're going to compensate you because you lost the actress. So this is what you guys, a lot of the content creators didn't kind of miss. When he arrived to comfort Rebecca, when she opened the door, she was supposed to open the door. They were supposed to have a moment of emotional, because she's that young man's aunt. She's Rebecca's sister. So there was so much mess with him, with the female on the set. Something went down with this young woman, so you guys only got that one scene with her on the porch. So I lost the scene. I lost 2 scenes with her. So they
Oh, that makes
reimbursed me for
sense.
that. So
That makes so much sense because we were wondering why they had that weird interaction. That makes so much sense. Goodness gracious. Okay.
the scene when the door was open, it was my cinematographer that opened the door, and all he did is just point it. That's all he did. That was the last scene we filmed. That day it was me, one cinematographer. There was 2 people on the thing. Me, Antonio, and then Lisa, who is like set coordinator. Like, she gets the craft together. She's set coordinator. It was the guy who's supposed to drive him around, his security. He showed up, and I'm like, you're not part of the scene, but he showed up that day. That's the only people that understand. He was upstairs putting his dashiki on. Okay? He's upstairs putting his dashiki on, and then when I realized this girl's not going to show up, I knew what transpired between him and this girl, the hot mess, So I said, Antonio, you just step in. You just open the door, because Lisa, she didn't want to get on video. She's like, I don't like him. I don't want to be part of this. And I'm saying this to give you an example. They're going blow to blow the entire film on what they're gonna compensate me. And then they're like, you said you had therapy, we need you to provide your session, we're gonna reimburse you for that. First of all, my insurance paid for that, and second of all, it was like a co-payment. It was a co-payment, which, okay, like, they wanted to reimburse me for everything. So I was truthful, I was honest about that. And then for my hardship, I guess the stress he put me through during the filming, and they're like, moving forward, you're not going to go and make any more disparaging video about him, because if you continue, then he's going to have to take some action. He's tired, he wants it to end. I said, first of all, every time I made a video, it's because he reached out. He's the one who's sorting me out. I said, we're having this meeting because y'all reached out. I said, every time I'm having some kind of connection with him or some kind of reaction, is because of him. My reaction is based on his action. I said, he leaves me alone, we're not going to have a problem. No, we're not going to have a problem. You understand? And then they're like, what else they said? They're like, yeah, so I'm glad.
She said it like a gangster. Don't start with none, won't be none. You stop coming asking for me. Don't you come up in here looking for me. This story is crazy. And at the end of the day, this is y'all's money. This is the supporters of Umar Johnson's money being paid out, not to the school, not paying for a teacher. I mean, $68,000. That's a little bit of bread, man. That's somebody. That's a teacher, at least. But, whatever, Umar. Just keep doing what you're doing, Umar.
We're having this dialogue. We're going to give you $68,600. I left the checks up there. I hadn't even cashed a check yet. Your check's still up there. But what I did do, I sent a copy of that check to Honor, because I promised Honor when I get paid, I would return back on this show, and then I would do let the people know I got my money back.
Oh man, the people. Oh my gosh, man, they about to cook Umar. Oh, Lennon is about to put on his chef's hat. He gonna do his best Emerald Lagasse impersonation. They about to cook Umar. Oh, this is gonna be some good stuff. Oh my gosh, let's go.
You understand? And I said nobody made no despairing video about it, because I still had kept hope alive. Because I said if FDMG did open, I would show up because I'm a donor. I was part of the dream. I don't know if you guys saw his little dark video that he made, and you know that's very symbol. He made that's shame. That's shame, making that video in the dark. Somebody asked him, why haven't you addressed, no, I'm just addressing this, and I'm done with it, yeah. Why haven't you addressed Marianne Lorient's accusation? And then in his little video, I'm not talking about her. That woman ain't even worth my time. All the slander in the world can't stop me. First of all, why don't you talk about I got paid? Talk about that, you chatty patty. Talk about that. I'm calm. Okay, she want me to calm. But anyway, I got paid, family. Let him talk about that. Because in the meeting, I told him I'm coming out. I'm going to come out and say I get this payment. And I'm going to come out and say we had this meeting. And then moving forward, he stay out of my face, I'm going to stay out of his face. And they're like, Miss Lorient, you're not going to have any more issue out of him. And we're expecting not to have any more issue out of you. I said, well, the whole internet's making video about it. Who else y'all have a meeting with? Well, we're talking to you, Miss Lorient. I said, you damn Skippy, you talking to me back. So family, it's getting dark out here. I didn't realize how quickly it's gotten dark. It's just so beautiful. I should have probably done the video earlier. So it's like, so when I sent a copy to the check when Mr. Honor had me on his show, but I told you guys when I get my money back, I was gonna come and speak to the people, and that's exactly what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Mary said, I'm coming back.
And you know what? It still breaks my heart. All these people that have lost money. All these people that have lost money. And I'm telling you guys right now, if his intention was to open a school, why would you give me some money back? There's not going to be FDMG. There's not going to be a school, family. And I say that with heavy heart because I was a contributor. I was a supporter. There's not going to be a school. No, sir. There's not going to be a school. No, ma'am, there's not going to be a school. So all of you, you know, he has some of his supporters that did take a few jabs here and there at me. So for you that are taking a few jabs at me, explain them giving me a check. Explain that. Explain that, them giving me a check. Family, is getting dark out here. I want to thank you all for supporting me. I want to thank you all for standing by me while I went through this difficult time with him. And you know what? There's no reason to make no video about him. I'm just hurt for those who hasn't gotten their money back. But you know what? One advice I would give all of y'all, if you got receipt, make a video. Make a video. Don't light up on him. No, make a video. Okay, I'm done. Okay, family, she wants me to get off this. It is getting dark anyway. I want to say thank you to all my YouTube subscribers. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I appreciate each and every one of you. Good night, and I apologize. I did not realize how dark it would have gotten. Thank you. Till next time, Marianne.
All right, shout out to Marianne, man. She got her bread back. She got her bread in her pocket. This story is going to get more and more crazy. Shout out to Lennon Honor. He's going to probably have her on. I don't see that he has it scheduled, but as soon as he does, I'm sure I'll make a link to it on the community post. Hey, yo, if you're an Umar Johnson supporter, where do you land with this? Not only did he, why is it that every time we're hearing Umar's name, it's about fiscal mismanagement? We had the whole situation with the school potentially being taken. Why? Because of fiscal mismanagement. Somehow or another, he came out in the 11th hour and had the money to pay for it. Bank accounts frozen. Now this. Why is it that we keep hearing about him in regards to money and money mismanagement, weird stuff with money? Remember the date with the doctor? Again, why does this keep happening to him? Y'all let me know for real. If you're an Umar supporter, shout out to all the supporters that go hard for Umar. Why is it that your guy keeps coming into this position? Let me know. Comment down below. Thank you so much for rocking with us. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Jay Witt Podcast. If you enjoyed today's show, please do me a favor and hit me up with that 3-piece special. Like the video, subscribe, and of course, share it with somebody who would also enjoy this type of content. And make sure you leave a comment because I do pin the best comments to the top. So thank you so much for tuning in today. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace.